Talking Dicks Comedy Podcast. We're a spin-off from the web series The Two Dicks. And today we have a very special guest, Al Romas, my partner. Who is that special guest?
We do have a special guest. He's the founder, creator of Crack Up Cancer. It's going on its 15th annual this year, October 13th at the Tampa Theater, 7:30 show. Me, Mike Rivera, Jamie Kennedy, and the man who founded it, created it, is with us. Let's say hello. Let's welcome Jack Bevilacqua. Will you give us a little history of Crack Up Cancer?
Sure. 2007 it started, and that first year it was born out of an idea on a beer league softball bench, and I joined this team. I got to know a lot of the guys on the team. One of them was Mike McCarthy, local comic at the time out of Clearwater. He just moved back to Massachusetts. And I know you guys know him.
Yeah,
the comedy
Mike.
Barbarian, right?
Oh, of course. Everyone knows Mike.
Did you give him a sandwich? Because he's a big
Mike.
sandwich guy. I know he loves the sandwiches.
Oh, I should. Yeah, or chicken tenders from Publix. Yeah. It was like
Publix chicken tenders.
That's what he talks about.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Every time he comes down, that's all he talks about. I was doing a bike ride in Massachusetts called the Pan Mass Challenge. It's a huge event. They raise a ton of money. And I did it because, my mom was diagnosed with cancer, stage 4 colon cancer in 2001. They gave her 6 months to live. So it's colon cancer runs in the family. I'm at the point now where I'm just taking elective colonoscopies just for the fun of it. So
it is fun. It's a good time. Yeah,
it is fun.
Lose a pound or two
and
go to sleep and wake up and you're hungry. Have a nice breakfast.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
Yeah. I asked Michael Jackson to give me the propofol, but they said no. So.
I can see how he got addicted, though. That shit is that's the real shit, man.
Oh, it's outstanding.
That is not bad.
I had a couple of them done because I have a history in my family as well. And they said, "Do you want the Twilight or this one? It's not covered completely in your insurance." I go, "Give it to me. I'll pay it out of pocket."
Yeah, I've done both. I guess I'm kind of an expert at colonoscopies by now, but the first time I had one, I don't want to get into my PHI or anything, but first time I had one, I had 3 polyps. So it was like, hey, good thing I went. So, I'm on that now. So that was my mom. So she passed away in 2003. After they gave her 6 months to live, she lasted 30. And that was probably mostly due to the great care at Dana-Farber, where she was treated in Boston. And then, soon after my mom died, my dad was diagnosed with small cell lung cancer. So it was, we diagnosed it really early, but unfortunately he's a smoker, and it's like 95% of those cases are terminal small cell lung cancer. So it was just a waiting game at that point, try to treat him and, make him comfortable. And, he passed away in 2007. Ironically, right in the middle, I was up in Massachusetts doing the Pan Mass Challenge in July, end of July, early August. And he passed away on the Wednesday before the Saturday of the ride, which was really emotional to make that a ride 3 days later of 162 miles in 2 days on a bicycle. So it was impactful to me. They're parents, right? At that point, you're an orphan. So that's it. Yeah. So I wanted to do something. I couldn't keep asking for handouts for money to help raise money, and so I said, why don't we do something? Because there's something we can do that epitomizes my parents, and at the same time raises money for a good cause. So I found Cure on Wheels, a local organization that does a bike ride down here for cancer.
Right.
Joined their board, did that ride a couple times. And then talking to Mike McCarthy, going back to the softball thing, I said, well, what can we do? He's like, well, I'm a comic. He's like that. I'm a comic. Why don't we just do a show? I'm like, really? That's great. He's like, yeah, I'll get you the club. I'll get you a couple guys. We'll just first year, we'll bag it out, see how it goes. We only raised $1,800. We had 85 people. When Mike showed up with the 2 openers, I was like, did you get these guys like in a van down by the river, or did you pull them off like this sex offender website?
Yeah.
But it worked out. We went from there to 9 years at the Improv in Ybor. Always wanted to do Tampa Theater. Even when I moved from the Improv, I was looking at the Tampa Theater or the Straz.
This year we got Jamie Kennedy coming in. Jamie Kennedy, who people may remember he's been in a million movies. He had a TV show back
Scream.
in the day.
Yeah, the Jamie Kennedy Experiment, right?
Scream's the big one.
Scream, yeah.
Yep.
The movie.
Yep. I actually owe a lot of this whole thing to Mike and you, Romas. I'll use the last name. Because Al, Ducharme, you may not know, but Al was my neighbor. Lived in the same neighborhood a long time ago.
Yes.
And I was panicking the first year that Mike McCarthy said he was moving back to Massachusetts. I'm like, what the hell am I going to do? The first 3 years, Mike was my headliner and the guy who got all my comics. And Al was walking his dogs around the neighborhood, and we just got into a conversation. And I'm like, oh my God, my neighbor's a comic.
Yeah.
I'm like, he probably sucks. I can't.
I like how you go there right
And
away.
then-
Wait, he must suck. He lives here.
Well, you know,
This is my hood. He can't be any good.
You don't expect
A nice house, nice neighborhood. I'm doing okay. Come on.
Cute dog. Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. Where do people get tickets for this, Jack? How do they get tickets?
You can go to the tampatheater.org website. You can go to crackupcancer.com website. Either one. We have an event page on Facebook. You can find us at facebook.com/crackupcancer. All kinds of ways, right? There's a million ways to skin a cat, right? And nowadays you can find us anywhere. If you really want to try.
But, there's always people though who they'll get a message. I can't get tickets. It's not working. It's like it's working. Just figure it out. It's not that hard. But
can you recap the dates and everything again so that we can put a nice little button on it here?
www.crackupcancer.com. No underscores, no dots, no nothing. Or tampatheater.org. Also the event page. If you want to follow us on Facebook, you can do that. Should we let the viewers know where the money goes? I mean, I think that's probably,
of course, please,
a vital, critical aspect here. Okay.
Yeah.
We have been supporting. Now we've supported Curing Wheels for a long time now. At Mass Challenge at first, and then that first year. But then lately, we've been supporting the Florida Cancer Specialist Foundation. They have a grant program, which I find to be really important. I think, research is great, right? Research is needed. It's fundamental. It's critical. It's needed. But what we support are support services for patients and their families. So, in the case of Florida Cancer Specialist Foundation, what that means is we specifically earmark the money that we raise for their grant program so that when low and middle income people are going through treatments and they can't work and they need to pay critical household bills, we have basically a slush fund that we've created for them that they can go in and apply for that grant. So we'll take care of car payments or electrical pay, electricity, or whatever the case may be. That just gives them a little peace of mind for that month or two while they're going through treatments, which should hopefully aid in their recovery. So
that's
I think
great.
I did a tally the other day. And it was somewhere in the vicinity of about 75 people have been given grants specifically related to the fundraising that we've done. So
that's great.
That's
great.
Yeah,
that is great.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, that's what you want to hear.
All right, Jack.
So,
we commend you. We definitely commend you.
October 13th, 7:30, Tampa Theater. Get those tickets. And the VIP tickets, Jack?
There's a handful of those left. Those are 150. But it comes with almost a 2-hour open bar at an off-site venue. It's 1/2 block away from the Tampa Theater, called the Vault. Nice location, beautiful location.
Beautiful place.
We're going to have a reception there with food and an open bar for 2 hours. The VIPs also get a couple drink tickets when they get to the event.
Fantastic. All right, Jack,
definitely.
Thanks so much for coming on. We'll get this up and running and get the word out, but it seems like you're well on your way anyways, but it doesn't hurt to keep pushing. And thanks everybody for listening.
Yeah.